Hey ladies, Jen here. I'm the host of this group, Energized Women with Jen. Hopefully you recognize my face from the cover picture. Trying something different this week. I'm coming live to you from within the Facebook group. Couple of reasons for this. One, I thought it's more private because only members of the group can see the comments and the likes that you put on the videos. So I'm going to try this for the next few weeks, hopefully, if it all goes according to plan, and hopefully it works for you. So let me know if if it's good to have the videos here within the group. So last week I talked about pleasure versus purpose and why it's making you unhappy. And this week I'm going to kind of follow on a little bit from that, and I'm going to focus a little bit on purpose, but purpose in the context of purpose leading to goals, which then leads to happiness. And that's the simple happiness formula: purpose, goals, happiness. So how many of you have had moments in your life where you've stopped and you thought, I'm really happy right here in this moment right now? Now, if you can relate to that, then write a comment, hell yeah, that's me, whatever you want to write in the comments. That's me would be good, or that's happy me. And then other times you feel like you're floundering around like a fish dying on the beach, not knowing what direction to flop in order to get back to your happy place. And for the fish, that's the water, obviously. If you can relate to that, then please write a comment, I'm that fish. That would be great. So I think most of us can probably relate to both of those situations. So I'm going to take a guess and make a couple of assumptions as to what might be happening for you in those situations. So first of all, I'm going to assume that you don't have a secret formula to happiness. I think that's probably a pretty safe assumption to make. And secondly, I'm going to assume that you were either brought up with a bit of a mental map for your life, or you had zero mental map because you had a troubled childhood perhaps, and parents who maybe weren't there for you as much as they should have been. Now, both of these are common, and there's no right or wrong with either of them. It's just that they're the two kind of main categories of scenarios that I thought is probably in existence. So for example, my mental map that I grew up with in my mind, and by mental map I kind of mean the map that you kind of see that's planning out your life. So my mental map was to finish high school, get the best marks that I could so that I could have a choice of what I wanted to do at university, finish university, have a career for a few years, meet Mr. Right, settle down, have kids, give up career, be a stay-at-home mum, and then maybe re-enter the workforce part-time while the kids were at school once they got to that age. So that's kind of the mental map that was in my mind for many, many years. And for those of you who can relate to having a mental map, I think that we often, hang on, my battery's gone low. Hopefully I've got enough battery to last. Sorry, got distracted by the little error message there. So for those of us with an ingrained mental map, I think what can happen is we often simply follow on along without giving much thought to what do I really want in my life. For those of you without a mental map, so if you grew up perhaps not having a mental map, then you might simply find yourself drifting from thing to thing without much direction whatsoever. The challenge with these two scenarios is that nobody knows the key to what will make you happy better than you do. So you hold the key to what makes you happy and what's going to bring you the most happiness in your life. And what I've noticed in the last few months, because I've been doing a bit of research and interviewing some ladies, what I've noticed is for a lot of us, these secret desires and dreams and the things that will make us happy in life, they get buried deep within us for a whole range of different reasons, which I won't bother going into. But it's almost like we lose touch with who we truly are and what will bring us true happiness. So if you never stop, give it any time, thought, or energy, you may never identify at a conscious level what it is that you really want in life. Now, to me, that's a pretty sad and scary thought. The reason for that is because, as most of you guys know, I gave up my career to chase my dream, made it come true, best thing I ever did, short version of the story. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping other people get back in touch with that true passion, that heartfelt desire that we all have somewhere deep inside us. So what I want to suggest is that we flip the above situation that I've just talked about and start applying the happiness formula to your life. So what does that involve? First of all, you need to identify your purpose in life, because as I said, the happiness formula: purpose, goals, happiness. Now, purpose is quite a broad word in this context. So I wanted to kind of elaborate and say that you can have a number of purposes in a couple of different categories. So you might have a work purpose, a family purpose, a community purpose, a personal purpose. And when you combine all those kind of lower level purposes, then you've got your purpose in life, I suppose. And the reason purpose is so important is because once you have a clearly defined purpose, that is where your goals come from. You basically break down the various purposes into smaller bite-sized goals that your brain believes are achievable. Then you start ticking off those goals. Then happiness. Simple, hey? So I've got a bit of an activity that I want to walk you through, or really it's just a few questions to see where you're at in terms of your own purpose in life. So number one, off the top of your head, can you identify your life purpose in 4 or 5 sentences? Number two, do you have a couple of different categories or different purposes within various categories? So do you have a work purpose? Do you have a community purpose, for example? And the third question, I'm jumping ahead, getting all excited. So question number 3 is, can you identify what would make you truly happy in life, or have you lost touch with your innermost desires and dreams? Final question, would you like help to reconnect with you and find what will make you truly happy? If so, then I've got a special offer tonight. I'd love to hear your answers to those questions, so please feel free to comment your answers in the comments on this video so that we can continue this discussion within the group, because this has just been a very quick overview, as they usually are, because I don't want to take up too much of people's time. So if this is something that really strikes a chord with you and you really do want to reconnect with you and find what will make you truly happy, I've got a special offer I want to make available for 3 people, a 1-hour private one-on-one coaching session at the very special price of $47 each. And during these coaching sessions, I can do a step-by-step process and some activities with you to help you reconnect with you and identify your life purpose. So if you're interested in this, contact me before 5 p.m. on Thursday this week, so that's Thursday the 16th of March, to take advantage of the special discounted rate. So thank you for watching so far. New format, new location, new date and time, just trying something new. Happy Monday, and see you next week. If you have any requests on topics that you'd like me to cover in these videos, challenges that perhaps you are currently facing that you'd like some guidance on, then please feel free to send me a message. You can email hi@jenturnham.com. I can keep your name out of it if that makes it any less daunting to email me. So any topic that you think would be relevant to assist you, then send on the email. Have a great rest of the week. Happy Monday again. See you next week. Bye.